Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the return to the goofiness that is the Smackdown brand for the 7th of January. Obviously, Smackdown is quite goofy for a number of reasons. Just basically because they force things too hard. And obviously, this is the, I guess I should say, second of the year. Roman Reigns appears on the show after being medically cleared after COVID-19. First SmackDown of 2022 takes place tonight, and it was kind of a reverse show last time. The recap, Brock Lesnar winning at day one, winning the championship. Lesnar confronts Roman Reigns. Not a bad opening segment. Universal Champion Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. Our former champion makes his way to the ring alone. Fans pop and give him mixed reaction. Lots of cheers. Reigns demands fans acknowledge him. Reigns notes that he was in isolation. A lot of people that wanted to see except Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. The fans tried to give Reigns what treatment. It doesn't work. Suddenly, Lesnar's music hit, and he makes his way to the ring with Paul Heyman. Lesnar gets a huge pop at the entrance. Heyman begins to do Lesnar's intro, but then takes the mic from him. Lesnar gets in Reigns' face and did the introduction himself. Lesnar notes that he got what he wanted last Saturday. He wants to give the fans what they want. Lesnar mockingly told Reigns to acknowledge him. The fans popped, and Lesnar challenged Reigns to champion match. Reigns admitted that it's a good idea, but not his style. Reigns then notes SmackDown is his show and that he makes decisions. Reigns turns down Lesnar and said he doesn't do business with people who associate with trash. Heyman's feelings are hurt by this. He becomes angry and noted that he helped Reigns win the title and he loved him. Lesnar gets in Heyman's face and asked him what he said. Heyman then is scared, but then he said that Reigns and Lesnar is gone. Lesnar tells Heyman to shut up, and Reigns tells Lesnar not to talk to him like that. So they're basically fighting over Paul Heyman. Lesnar then gets in Heyman's face again. Heyman then tries to explain, but Reigns suddenly hits Superman punch on Lesnar. Reigns walked off as Heyman looked on in shock. Michael Cole wondered what's going on with Paul Heyman. In the back, Sami Zayn furious that he had to face Rick Boogs tonight before taking on Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental title. He claimed Nakamura was trying to avoid him and ran into Jackass star Johnny Knoxville, rather. Knoxville noted that he looked for management because he's trying to get a spot in the Royal Rumble. Zayn told Knoxville this isn't the Jackass television show. Knoxville pointed out that he doesn't need the ability to be in the Rumble. He just needs to throw people out. Zayn then told Knoxville to leave, and he didn't deserve a place in WWE. Boogs with Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Sami Zayn in 6.5 minutes. Match is fine, but it dragged. And when a 6-minute match drags, that's a sign. But Boogs then has the early advantage and throws Zayn around in the ring. Boogs then gives Zayn a press slam, and they quickly go to a break. Back from the break, Boogs is firmly in control. Zayn fights back. Zayn hits an elbow drop off of the second turnbuckle for a near fall. Boogs then recovers and catches Zayn in midair with a bear hug. Boogs then transitioned into a suplex. Zayn then tries to counter with a knee to the head. Boogs then drops to one knee but doesn't let go of the suplex. Boogs struggles to keep up with Zayn. Boogs then powers Zayn out of the suplex. Zayn then regains control, gets in Nakamura's face at ringside. Finish comes when Boogs hits Zayn with a small package. And after the match, Zayn's angry, yelling at Boogs and Nakamura at ringside. Johnny Knoxville sneaks up behind Zayn and throws him over at the top rope. They announced Knoxville qualified for the Royal Rumble, throwing Zayn out. Charlotte Flair is coming along. SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair makes her way to the ring. She notes that the Royal Rumble is coming up soon. She explained that the winner earns a title shot and headlines WrestleMania. And then they announced that the entrants in this year's Women's Royal Rumble include Rhea Ripley, Nikki Ash, Aaliyah, Natalya, Shayna Baszler, Summer Rae, Tamina, Dana Brooke, Kelly Kelly, Naomi, Carmella, Michelle McCool, the Bella Twins, Mickie James, and Lita. McCaffrey pointed out Mickie James is the current Impact Knockouts champion. Flair notes that this is one more major star in the Rumble this year. She introduces herself as a participant and promises to win and pick her WrestleMania opponent. Naomi's music interrupts and she gets in the ring. Naomi notes that Flair doesn't have to wait till WrestleMania to pick her challenger. She then challenged Flair to a match. Flair didn't know what Naomi had done to earn a title shot. Non-title match does follow here. Charlotte Flair and Naomi have a 13-minute and 6-second match. This isn't bad, although it drags at times, mainly because Naomi doesn't really have a story behind her. Match starts during the break. Early advantage to Naomi. Flair regains control and then slams Naomi into the mat. Naomi recovers. Naomi climbs the top rope, but Flair knocks her out with a big boot to the floor. Flair jumps out of the ring and throws Naomi over the barricade. Naomi then fights back and hits a blockbuster off the barricade. Naomi then almost won the match by count out with Sonya Deville walking out. Deville then announced the match could not end on count out. Naomi then started yelling at Deville, which allowed Flair to attack from behind. Back from the break, Flair is in control until Naomi rocks her with a kick to the head. Naomi then climbs the top rope and hits a flying crossbody for a 2 count. Naomi then goes for a rear view, but Flair counters with a roll-up for a near fall. Flair then transitions into the figure 4. Naomi then fights back and makes it to the ropes, breaking the hold. Deville announced the match is also no disqualification. Flair smiles. Naomi catches her with a kick to the head. Flair then regained control but missed a moonsault. Lands on her feet and hits a standing moonsault for another near fall. Naomi then hits a sit-out full Nelson slam for another 2 count. Naomi then misses a splash in the corner. Flair scores a near fall. Naomi then goes for a split leg moonsault, but Flair cuts her off. Flair then hits a back suplex and natural selection for the win. Cole pushed that Naomi should have won by countout, and instead Naomi Deville screwed her over. In the back, Kayla Braxton interviews the Usos. Braxton notes that the New Day is confident they'll win the street fight later. Usos promised that the feud would end tonight. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee recapped Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns confrontation. McCaffrey pushes the idea of champion versus champion. In the back, Adam Pearce notes that Sonya Deville that Reigns doesn't have a challenger for the Royal Rumble. Pearce then revealed that he got to pick Reigns' opponent, and then they have until the end of the night to decide. Happy talk with Corbin. Corbin comes to the ring alone. Michael Cole notes that there's a special guest discussing that he attacked Drew McIntyre at day 1. They recap the attack. Corbin introduced McIntyre. Madcap Moss comes out instead, mocking McIntyre, does a Scottish accent and imitates McIntyre. He then said he could return tomorrow but doesn't want to. Instead, he's going to retire. Moss started laughing and admitted that he's not McIntyre. He rips off the neck brace and laughed. Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss defeat the Viking Raiders, 3 minutes 19 seconds. This is not a good match. Match is joined in progress. Ivar nails Moss with a kick to the head, gaining an advantage. Heels take over, isolating for a little bit. Moss jumps back in the ring, but Eric rocks him with a knee. Eric then tries to tag Ivar, but Corbin pulls him off the apron. Moss hits the punchline on Eric for the win. What a waste of the Viking Raiders. Hope they get freedom to be released soon. Michael Cole discusses McIntyre's injury and announced that McIntyre has cervical neck strain with severe contusions. Sheamus discusses Ridge Holland breaking his nose at day 1. Sheamus decided to cheer up Holland and announced Sheamus is entering the Royal Rumble this year. Adam Pearce enters Roman Reigns' locker room. Pearce informs Reigns that he picked his next opponent. Reigns didn't care and told Pearce to leave because he's about to watch his cousins win. During the next contest, the new challenger would be revealed at the end of the night. Street fight, Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Usos beat the New Day to retain the championships. 18 minutes. They have a good street fight. Both teams work hard and they have a decent enough match. However, we've seen enough of it to where it's almost boring now. Kofi and Jay start. They trade shots in the middle of the ring. Jimmy and Xavier follow up, and they stand on the apron. The New Day beats down Jay on their side of the ring. Back from the commercial break, New Day and the Usos fight on the ramp. Woods sets up Jay on the LED screen. They fight back into the ring. Usos fight back and hit an assisted Samoan drop on Kingston for a 2 count. The Usos then trap Woods on the top rope, but Kingston makes the save. He gives Jay a reverse suplex and hits the SOS for near fall. Both teams fight around ringside with the Usos taking over. They grab the steps and hit Kingston at ringside. They take the stairs over the barricade and hit Woods in the crowd. Woods recovers, hitting a flying crossbody. Back from the break, New Day hits flying crossbody Doomsday on Jimmy. Near fall, the fans then go under the ring and pull out Knight's armor. Woods then comes back with a helmet and absorbs a shot from Jay. They beat down Jay with the armor until Jimmy makes the save. The New Day regains control, and the fans break out into a loud "We want tables" chant. Woods then pulls the table out to a decent enough pop. They set the table up in the corner, but Jimmy fights back, hits a super kick on Woods. Jimmy then sends Woods to the floor, and Jay rocked Kingston with another super kick. Kingston avoids the Rikishi butt splash in the corner. Kingston then tries to use the Morrigan, but the Usos cut him off, hitting a double super kick, giving Kingston the 1D through the table for the win. Roman Reigns' dressing room, stranger knocking on the door. Camera reveals Seth Rollins. Rollins began laughing hysterically, but Reigns isn't impressed. But Reigns and Rollins will face off at the Rumble. It's 2022, and this is flat as can be, but who cares? It's just WWE. We'll be back with more right after this.